Hey, family, this is King Simon again. Sorry about that. It did cut off. As I was speaking about Baba, Professor Griff, our brother, because he is a little bit years older than me. But I said Baba Ray Hagins was there. He was the one that officiated the wedding, and a beautiful Akan priestess was there, and she also helped officiate the wedding. And Pam Africa was there. Chakti was there. Some great people. But getting into the topic that I wanted to speak about, the importance of going inside, inner, in order to get outer results. And that's why I use numerology, because numbers are a physical representation of guidance for us mathematically. And if you don't understand that, it's up to you. You know, it behooves me a lot, and it baffles me sometimes when people say the universe is mathematical, mathematics is life, and all out there, all the astrophysicists always say, yes, universe is mathematical, everything is that. But when it comes down to us, no one believes in numerology or the mathematics of human being and human life on existence. That we all came through a particular vortex at a particular time for a particular reason, and it means something significantly, like our ancestors didn't know what they were doing when they put together the numerology system or the studies of numbers and understanding the zero. At one time, not the Romans didn't understand zero, the Greeks didn't understand the zero, but it was through the original Arabs, the ones who migrated, the original black ones that understood the zero and broke it down. Matter of fact, it's in my book, Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated. And I actually touch on, through Wikipedia gave a good breakdown for it too, but I also touched on it. And that if it wasn't for the zero and understanding the potential of the zero, we wouldn't have the technology that we have today. So we got to respect the zero. The zero, they purposely said that zero was null and void and zero is nothing, and that's wrong. That's totally incorrect, and it has proven it over time that the zero, now rediscovered. Nobody found it and discovered it out of nowhere. It didn't come out of thin air. It's been rediscovered and placed into time continuum and understood that everything came out of zero. And we all must understand that. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all of it came out of the zero. And each one of them have their personalities. Each one of them have their trajectory. Each one of them have their tones where you must listen to the numbers. Each one of them have their beyond one level to another level, but each one of them have a meaning for a reason. Each number has their reason. And when I do my online classes, I will be doing it from a very different perspective. I'll still deal with the basics, but I'm going to do it from a very different perspective, from an acronym that I've created after watching the movie Hidden Figures. And that's why I tell people to watch movies and pay attention to the science and not the fictitious part of the movies, which might be the exaggeration of the movie. But that movie was fully scientific. I learned so much from that movie, and I watched it over and over again for a particular reason, because every time I watch a movie, I get something out of it. But back to the subject, going inside, going away sometimes, going into meditation and dealing with your inner self to bring out the greater you is so important, family. And if you learn how to do this, it's not going to be easy. I'm never going to tell anybody it's like microwave. This is not the microwave thing. Meditation and going inwardly is an ancient science that goes beyond 10,000 years. Many of us know it. Many have heard about it. Many have seen it. Many have seen how it has calmed many people down through meditation, whether you use the modality of yoga, whether you use Tai Chi, Qigong, karate, or different types of arts and that come, or some of the Kemetic arts or the African arts, the Mantu, the warriors, and dealing with that type of energy, because there's a certain meditation that you had to get into before you even got into war, and there's a certain meditation you had to get into before you had sex. There's a certain meditation that you had to get into even before indulging in food. That's why we still pray today and all that kind of stuff. So there's a certain prayer and meditation that we have to do, preparatory way of getting inwardly to bring out the best of us outwardly. Now, a lot of us been taught wrong. A lot of us been taught by this society to just do outwardly things when everything that they put out of us or pulled out of us, it came from us. So we need to understand it and use it to the best of our abilities. But I just want to remind everybody that if you're in Atlanta or if you're in North Carolina, Atlanta, I will be at the Cool Breeze Smoothie and Juice Bar on September the 3rd with one of my beloved sons, who is an investor, wealth builder. He's always investing, showing people what they should invest in, how to apply themselves to the stock markets. Not fully depend on it, but he shows you how to, and guides you on recognizing the realism of the stock market and building wealth, and that's going to be September 3rd in Atlanta. And then September 9th, that's a Saturday, September 9th, I'll be in North Carolina at All Eyes on Egypt. My beautiful former wife, Amunet Ray Hotep. We're going to be doing a lecture there. I'll be doing my lectures. Both days will be Numbers Don't Lie. That's the theme of it. And then the topics are what they are when you get there. But you're going to understand why I do what I do and why I've been doing what I do and why I continue to elevate and grow in what I do. And it's not a fast growth because I understand the numbers and I understand what I've been through. And sometimes I do second guess myself. Sometimes I am indecisive. That's why I don't do certain things. And I move with certain numbers because it tells me, the numbers gives me a reminder. And like I always say, it's not the is all or be all. It's just a reminder, like a GPS. When you punch it in, whether you take the long direction or you take the short direction without the tolls and all the lights, or you take the long direction with the tolls and the lights. That's just what numerology does for me, and that's what it can do for you. So if you ever want a consultation session with me, my special advertisement rate is $2 per minute, a minimum of 35 minutes. Sometimes I go an hour depending. Right now I'm traveling, so I can't do the hours like I want to normally do, like when I'm in the city. But because sometimes the receptions are bad and, it cuts off and all that. But if you do want to do a session with me, please text me your full name and date of birth at 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And take advantage of it, not just for you, but for your family, your wife, your boyfriend, your children. Children, I can break down children too, even if they're very young or just born, just giving you their potential outline of what you need to be careful of, what you need to watch out for, what you need to pay attention to as they're growing up. That's what numerology, other modalities like astrology and tarot does, and spirituality in any form, whether it's coming out of the church, because you have prophet and prophetess in the church and in Islam and all that. You got these people that practice it through Judaism, Gematria, and all these different types of Kabbalion teachings of numbers and all that. If you understood the numbers, you'll understand how to navigate throughout life. And that's why I'm able to read a lot of people around me, family members. I guide them. Some people may not understand because I start talking mathematically real quick. And they be like, wow, how you know this? How you got all this down? It's because I've studied and then download through sleep, through daydreams, through night dreams, through just basic thoughts. You're always downloading because the speed of thought is about 24 billion miles per second. So we got to pay attention to the speed of thought. Sometimes we miss it, sometimes it comes, sometimes it goes, but we always have to pay attention to it. So I love you, family. Remember, share this video if you can. King Simon Productions.wordpress.com is my website. King Simon Productions on Facebook, King Simon Productions on Instagram, King Simon Prod on Twitter. And once again, if you want to get any readings or get any consultation, I really don't do readings, I do consultations. And I really give you good consultation to make you understand yourself and your family and those around you from multiple levels, whether it be the lowest form of them or the highest form, whether it be positive or negative. I don't hold no punches, but I'm very respectful. I don't try to pry whether you got through molestation, fondling, whatever you've been through. I don't pry into your business. You have to recognize what it is you need to resolve with you. I just point it out, and then I ask you questions, and you can ask me any questions, and then we deal with it as such. Once again, if you want those sessions, it's 347-496-1022. Text me your full name and date of birth, and I will text you the pertinent information that you need to make it happen. And if you want to vend at any of my events, you're more than welcome to do so. You know, I got Baba Heru coming up, Phil Valentine coming up, Dr. Africa coming up, and I got Ashra Kwesi coming up. One love, one aim, one destiny. Peace.